Yoga Movie Podcast with your host, Andrew Gordon.
I love the audio medium, and I think that people feel connected as they're listening to this at home or on their commutes to work, but there's such an intimacy of listening to this conversation between us that people will feel connected to you, whoever they are.
I already feel connected to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, I know you got to go into work, but she just healed you.
It is like having that image that other people saw because they were like, well, her life's perfect and she does all this and I can't do that. Meanwhile, I'm not even
Poses
happy.
that you think that you've been trying to put your body into for so long don't really make sense if the breath is not connected. Same
Right.
thing with creativity. If you're not breathing, you're not like open, you can't feel your body, your brain's not working as well. It all comes back to breath.
You play Lucy on True Detective. That's nominated for a Golden Globe. I want to ask you about Matthew McConaughey, who's your co-star on that show.
Yes.
Okay. Big pothead?
I did not see him personally smoking pot, but I would say the two trailers, I don't know whose trailer it was, but Woody and Matthew had custom-made trailers and they were right next to each other. And when you walked by said trailers, you would get a nice aroma, of plants. I don't know whose trailer it was.
Does he walk around shirtless when the camera's off?
And not on this project. No,
Okay,
he did not. No, he did not.
I believe that success is living life on your own terms. And
Indeed.
that's different for everyone. And to have the freedom to become your most authentic self, these things are really important to true, lasting internal happiness.
There are some people who got a hold of some NLP techniques, knowing that people respond to certain cues. If I have sophisticated communication skills, I'm even more dangerous, but it isn't those communication skills that are dangerous. It's the person using the communication skills that's dangerous. So there are pickup artists. How do you get women in bed and so on and so forth? I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting women in bed, but if you are manipulating them to go to bed with you where they wouldn't have normally or taking advantage of women, not a good thing.
Mike, I don't know what you did, but I want to sleep with you now. What just happened?
Yoga Movie Podcast with your host, Andrew Gordon.
You've said a couple times, I want to put out something that is who I am. And I think that as teachers and also as business people in the industry, the best place you could come from is from who you are first. Because it's real, it's authentic.
Oh, wow. That's really interesting. I didn't even notice
You
I
didn't
said
even
that.
realize you were saying that. I promise you, when you listen to this, you did say it. I think that's why what you're doing is working, among other reasons, but that's probably one of the upper echelon reasons of why your brand is strong, because you think like
About
that.
6 months doing basically nothing as a first-year college student, realized I needed some sort of activity. And it was at that point that my mom suggested, why don't we try yoga together?
What a cool mom you have. I've been dying to get my mom to do yoga forever, and she just will not get up from the bingo table.
The first thing I saw was that you were kind. You listened to people. You stayed after class and taught people personally and said, here's what you could try, and you took time with people, and I could tell right away, this guy really cares. And he doesn't say no to anybody. He's
a doormat.
No. No, that's not what I mean. Just that kind of compassion, standing up for the underdog. And
Thank you.
It definitely,
You're so sweet.
It definitely
You're
attracts
making people vomit right now who are listening.
Yoga Movie Podcast with your host, Andrew Gordon.
And when I come and I go on my mat, I have zero judgment. I have zero expectations. I, a lot of times, don't even know who's next to me in class.
Exactly.
Because I'm so in tune with my breath and really just being selfish and taking that full hour just for me.
It's the greatest realization when you finally come to grips that truly nobody cares.
No, nobody does.
It's you and your mat, and you're in a group of people and there's energy floating around the room, but nobody cares.
No.
So don't worry about it.
My mother overdosed on heroin in front of me when I was a child, when I was sick. And so by the time I was 7, my grandparents got custody of me. Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's good. They took me out of a situation that otherwise could have gotten even worse than it already was.
Because who knows? You could have been thrown into foster care.
Exactly. Oh, I would have been, especially the way that it happened, the way my mother overdosed. And if the police had come before my grandparents got there, no doubt they would have immediately taken me into custody. The child normally goes through 3 to 5 foster homes before that ever happens.
Yeah.
Which is something a lot of people don't realize, and that's why I'm so grateful for my grandparents, because they did not have to do that at all.
Coming up Monday on the Yoga Muzi podcast, I sit down live in San Diego with Tara Mackey, founder and CEO of The Organic Life, a conscious healing platform specializing in holistic and sustainable living. She's also the founder of the beauty company Genetics, #1 best-selling author of Cure by Nature, and her new book Wild Habits, which comes out May 8th.
Antonia Rothschild, welcome to the Yoga Muzi podcast. How are you today?
I'm very, very good. Thank you.
I have to ask you, are you from the Rothschild family?
Oh, there might be some connection way back, but I am actually not sure. I don't know enough to speak about it.
You could start a whole new movement, Illuminati Yoga.
I know. I've actually considered it.
We could have a pose where we cover one eye.
Yeah.
And of course, intense leg stretch would always have to be called pyramid.
I think it would trigger some controversy.
Yeah, there might be a whole bunch of conspiracy theories, and we don't want that. We don't want to change yoga with that. We already got Bikram running around.
Yeah, right.